You're listening to the CyberLex Leadership Podcast, the home of serious CISA learners and future audit leaders. If you want more than memorization, if you want to think, reason, and operate like a true IS auditor, this is where serious auditors are made. In CISA Domain 5, identity and access management is one of the most heavily tested areas. Not because access controls are hard, but because access failures are subtle, and they show up in places most people never check. Today's scenario looks simple on paper, but it reveals one of the biggest weaknesses in modern access governance and one of the most common CISA exam traps. This is episode 12, the access that still worked after termination. CISA exam questions around identity and access management often test a core idea. Provisioning and deprovisioning are not technical tasks, they are governance controls. Many candidates focus on passwords, MFA, user directories, system configurations. But the exam focuses on something deeper: lifecycle controls, access authorization, termination workflows, identity proofing, privilege governance, segregation of duties. And here's the biggest trap ASACA sets. Many questions show you a system where the technical controls work, but the governance controls do not. CISA exam wants to see if you understand the control chain. Request, approve, provision, monitor, modify, remove. If any part of that chain breaks, even if the system still technically works, the control is ineffective. This is exactly the heart of today's episode. The scenario. It's a normal Tuesday morning. Physical security sends a routine report to the audit team. In the logs, you notice something strange. A badge was used to enter the data center at 7:42 a.m. Nothing unusual about that, except the badge belongs to someone who left the company 3 weeks ago. You verify the badge number. You verify the employee ID. You verify the termination date. All correct. You contact HR. They confirm. Yes, the employee was terminated. All workflows were completed. You contact IT. They check their IAM system. Account disabled. Badge should not work. But the physical door logs tell a different story. The badge was active. The entry was granted. The door opened. To add to the concern, no alerts were triggered. No incident was created. No one noticed. This is not just an access failure. This is a governance failure across multiple systems. And it is exactly the kind of scenario CISA exam tests. A junior auditor often reacts like this. Maybe I forgot to disable something. Let's check the badge system. Maybe HR didn't submit the request. They focus on the symptom, not the control weakness. They get stuck looking at which team clicked what, which ticket closed, which system updated. But this narrow view prevents them from seeing the real issue. How could a terminated identity still authenticate a critical facility? Audit leaders zoom out immediately. They ask questions at the governance level. 1. Where is the identity lifecycle? Who owns the identity from hiring to termination? 2. Where is the deprovisioning control? Was access removed across all systems or only in IT's primary directory? 3. Are HR, IAM, and physical security integrated? Or are these systems relying on manual updates? 4. Was this a one-time exception or a systemic pattern? Leaders don't investigate events. They investigate patterns. 5. Who monitors for mismatches? If systems don't sync, who detects the failure? This is where leadership-level audit judgment comes in. Because the problem is not that a badge worked. The problem is that no control caught the failure. Most CISA candidates get IAM questions wrong because they focus on the wrong thing. They think the exam wants them to identify the technical misconfiguration. But CISA is actually testing weak governance, broken workflows, unmonitored exceptions, manual processes, identity lifecycle breakdown. The correct exam answer usually aligns with verify whether the deprovisioning process is complete across all connected systems, or evaluate whether HR and IAM systems are integrated and reconciled regularly. CISA rewards process-level thinking, not technical troubleshooting. A real IS auditor gathers evidence, not guesses. Here's an example of what leadership-level auditors request. 1. HR termination feed. timestamps, workflow approvals, system sync logs. 2. IAM deprovisioning logs, directory disablement, privilege removal, access revocation timestamps. 3. Physical security logs, last successful access, badge disablement timestamp, failed access attempts. 4. System integration evidence, HR, IAM mapping, IAM, badge system sync jobs, frequency of updates. 5. Reconciliation reports, dormant accounts, mismatched identities, orphan credentials. 6. Incident response workflow. Did anyone review the unauthorized access? Was an alert expected? Was monitoring enabled? This transforms the episode from theory into real audit readiness. What is the real risk here? Not just unauthorized entry, but a deeper operational weakness. Terminated employees retaining access equals high risk, especially for data centers, critical rooms, admin consoles, payment card industry, or regulated environments. Lack of integration between HR, IAM, and physical systems equals systemic failure. No alerting or monitoring equals undetected access. Potential for malicious activity. Even if nothing happened, the exposure is real. An effective auditor classifies this as high impact plus high likelihood equals material IAM control breakdown. Identity is not a username. Identity is a chain of controls. When one link breaks, everything else becomes a blind spot. Governance is not about locking doors. It's about ensuring the right people can enter and the wrong people cannot. You've just sharpened your audit judgment, and that's how serious auditors are made. For deeper mastery, explore the CISA Gold Standard series on Amazon. We don't just help you pass, we help you become someone the field can rely on.